Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Reema and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the sign of Virgo for the rest of 2024. Let's see what is coming for Virgo for this the remaining of the year 2024. I'm doing this in August, so the 5 months that we have left. I want to thank you all for supporting my channel. If you're a member of my channel or if you're a subscriber, you know that we have live sessions where you can join and ask your questions and receive an answer live. We usually have them every week. And if you're interested in a private reading, you can find my contact in the About tab. With that, let's start the reading for Virgo. If you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Virgo, you can watch this video and see what is coming for you. Well, there is a person that you might not be interested in them. There's a person that you're not quite into, like you don't quite like them. There might be someone that has been on your nerve and you're not necessarily a fan of them. Yeah, you might hear about this person. This person might bring, just be careful and don't let them in, because it sounds like trouble will go. You don't want to get too close to this person. Maybe it's a nosy person, maybe it's a relative that you don't really get along with, maybe someone at work that you just don't want to get close to this person. So keep them out if you can, and if there is a possibility. Some of you might need to go visit a doctor, like a dentist, for, like, to be exact. You need to go, maybe your child, you might be, they might need to go to see a doctor for your teeth. So basically it's going to be a dentist visit. For some of you, I see pregnancy. If you're your spouse, I mean, if you're male energy, I see pregnancy for your spouse, or if you're female, definitely. And it can be a twin. Some people might already have a child. This could be a second pregnancy, and I see that it could be absolutely a twin. If having a child is not in your perspective at all, this is a huge project that is going to be accomplished by you, Virgo. You're going to get this job, this task, and you can take it. It's going to be taking more time and energy than you thought, double the time and energy. It's gonna pay off. Maybe you have made a decision to do something extra to your work. For example, you have a second job, or you agreed to work on some kind of research or some kind of report, and you thought that you can put like 30% of your time, but it ends up taking 60%. So be cautious that the commitment that you have made might take more time than you thought. I see a Pisces person that could be in this between. I see a beautiful penguin. If you are pregnant, these children are going to be very, very smart. Very, very smart. I see a beautiful future with these children. If you're being born around August in Leo season this year, or if anyone who you might know that their child is coming, are being born, if a leader is being selected, approved in this time, it's going to have a great leadership. They're going to have a positive impact. They're smart people and they bring a lot of changes. This person might be younger even than the normal people that take their job, but they can do amazing things. Again, I see the Pisces here. I see the yin and yang. Things are coming into beautiful balance for you, Virgo. Some of you might start doing yoga, or you might be getting interested in occult somehow. You might travel to different countries like India to get about their, I don't know, the occult science and I don't know, this kind of things. Some of you might go to see tarot readers or psychics, and I see even that someone might go into a dark room. It's up to you. You can definitely, it's your choice, but be careful. Don't get too much dragged into this, because I see someone is just doing it too much, or they're very much depending on some sort of a cult that is specific. Yeah. Something about you hearing, listen. You need to listen more. Maybe someone has told you something that you have heard is giving you this ambition about occult energies, about some kind of specific, maybe it's a philosophy. It's more than like a tarot reading. It's just a philosophy that you might be thinking about that might even change your life. And I see a train. You might even take a train. You might have a long trip to go see someone, or you might put a lot of time and energy on that. As I said, something that you started as a hobby that was just for fun might start to impact your life. So I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying that it's there. And as you know, these readings are just based on the current energies, and it's finally your decision to leave it or you take it. For some of you, I see a beautiful tea and I see an apple. I don't know how it might it might resonate for everyone. Some of you definitely have connection with church. Maybe this is a new church, maybe it's a new philosophy, it's a new ideology. I don't know, but these people, I don't know, it's a different maybe branch of Christianity, because I see it's it might be something that people practice in this religion or in this philosophy, whatever it is. I see that some people are playing or they're watching their favorite sports. Maybe it's baseball, it's rugby, it's football, basketball, whatever. I see an excitement. People are watching all together, maybe in a bar. But I don't know why I see so much dark. Maybe it's a dark bar. Be careful that you don't forget something. Be careful that something is not left or lost. Because I see there's darkness and you don't have control on the situation. Some things are not clear. For some of you, this general darkness, I need to tell you that you need to be a little bit careful about people who are around you. And as we know, at this point that I'm doing this reading, specifically in the Leo season, make sure you're cautious of your hidden enemies, people that, as I said in the beginning, you might not be fond of them, and they might come closer to you. Make sure who you're putting in the circle of your friends. Someone who has a truck, also I see that person. Or maybe there is a delivery. There might be a wrong delivery, something that's delivered to you by mistake, or your item goes to a wrong address. I see a wrong address. I don't know, maybe by the end of the year, there's some fire coming to your home, warming up your home. It can be, again, having a baby, having some kind of hope. Things are looking better towards the end of the year. If there has been a disagreement in the family, if it has been separation in the family, I say family is coming back together. You might go on a trip with your family that it might turn out to be a lot of hassle. Maybe there's delays in this flights, maybe there's change of travels, specifically during the Mercury retrograde in August. Try not to travel, because it's going to it might be turned and twisted, and you might go for 3 weeks or 2 weeks. It might end up more than that. You might spend a lot of money. Maybe there's flight cancellation, unforeseen circumstances, but you finally get back home safe and sound. That's great. I see a family of 4 or 3. They're coming back home, but they're really exhausted. And for some people, they might say, we're not going to travel for a long time. This was a horrible scenario. But again, it's going to be all good. Try to plan your trips well and be prepared for the worst. I see between two nations there is peace and harmony. For one nation, I see them as Arabic nations, and I definitely see a camel. I don't know, maybe we do not know, we won't find out, but someone who's traveling to these Arabic countries, an important person even might receive a camel, a big camel, as a gift. There might be that these countries are in the center of attention by the end of the year. There might be some power struggle somewhere in the world that these countries can eliminate that. I see an escalation is going to be decreased by a signature of a very important person, maybe a king. I also see unity for those countries. Maybe 2 or 3 countries are going to sign an agreement, and it brings power for them. Other countries, other people in general might be shocked about that. There is someone I don't know. I see it's very interesting. Someone who's working from home, they don't really like work. They are in their bed, and sometimes they come, they log in, and they leave again. If this is something that someone you know is doing, they might be caught. They will be caught. I see that the management will understand that. They might get a notification, or there's somehow something that goes. I don't know, somehow this is going to be revealed that this person is not working. For example, somehow they show that they are online, but they're not there. Maybe they call on them in a meeting and they don't respond, something like that, which is not good. So if someone or you yourself are working remotely, make sure you are present and you're doing your job, because yeah, I see the Queen Elizabeth's face. I don't know when exactly she passed away. Maybe in September. There might be something that is happening in her honor. We might see something in her honor, or maybe we hear something about her dogs, because I see her dog next to her, or the dog that was her favorite. With Sagittarius people, you might have a victory, or around the Sagittarius season, you might have a victory. Try to control your anger, Virgo. Some people, as I said, some toxic people might be so irritating. It can be, for example, even someone who's at work is saying that you are working remotely and you're not doing your job, something like that. So be careful about your hidden enemies, specifically females who might be your hidden enemies. As I said, hidden. So because you don't know who's that person, you need to be maybe careful about, in general, about anyone that you are not very familiar with or you're not close with. If a child, if a baby, if a toddler had a problem and they went to the hospital, I said there's nothing. Don't be worried. Don't worry. Of course, go to the doctor and do the medical test, but I'm sure that it's going to be okay, and you're bringing back the baby. If the baby is lost, they're going to be found. Maybe there is a lost and found story about a baby that we'll hear. Someone has a secret. Someone has been hiding something somewhere. It can be physically. They have a hidden box, or something is hidden. It can also be that some evidence that police is looking for has been hidden, and they ask that person to show them. That person finally shows them where those evidence are. I mean, it's not, again, for everyone, but this is something I see and I have to say, because someone might need to hear this. If you're hiding something, they're gonna come for it. If you know something, they're gonna come for it. We might hear something about the death of the queen. Some details might come out, or something about her maybe situation. I don't know. Maybe there is some ceremony in her. Yeah, or maybe it's a secret they're not gonna reveal at the moment, but it might come out later. I see sadness in a country. Again, I cannot say Arabic countries, but maybe countries who, yeah, there might be some kind of, I say black, maybe a big person in a country might, in a government might leave the planet. There's a lot going on behind the scene, but in general, I see that a lot of efforts are being done to keep the peace. And it can be also in your family or in your company, not only for the board and the leaders. Maybe someone is doing to put everything together to keep the peace at your company, with your colleagues or with the family. Maybe a parent, a mother, a father are trying to keep peace between their children. They are trying to keep the balance, something like that. Some efforts are happening. Let me see what my cards are telling me. Just I'm gonna pull 2 cards for you. We go, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be an active time. You're gonna, as I said, towards the end of the year is gonna be more productive for you. You will get, yeah, there's ambition, definitely. Be ambitious. Be careful about, as I said, hidden situation. Have the fire, have the light. I said you might be dealing in the dark situation. With that, you need to make sure that you have the visibility, you have the control. If you have visibility and you know who's who and who has what intention, it's going to be an easier path for you towards the end of the year. With that, I'm going to close the reading, Virgo. I hope you like it, and until the next time, stay blessed.